So Peter didn't want me at his house yesterday. He told me to leave because it brought trouble because of the cops there. Then the cops were there on a false report made intentionally. I know who. They had manipulated a special needs person to make that report, and that needs to be reported. There's malicious people using false reports repeatedly to cops, and then that Officer Johnson was there. They entered without a warrant, despite my repeated request that they don't. Then they said, well, it's a welfare check, they're allowed to. Is that legal? Can someone enter your house just because somebody said a bogus elder abuse? They say, I'm abusing Peter, which is ridiculous. I had that drug dealer with all the drugs in there, and I reported it. They were saying it's illegal for them to search the house. To look at it. When I brought them all of the drug paraphernalia, there's proof she's doing drug dealing. I brought her to them police station, the drugs and the drug paraphernalia and the stolen merchandise. They refused to go in there. They said, we don't want to violate her rights. But then some special needs person makes a bogus report. They enter without a warrant when I tell them they shouldn't. And that got all those cops there, which made Peter say, look, I don't want all this trouble here. And then in that video I'm going to post, he comes to me and he says, you're in my face. You look at that and you see cops using these dirty methods repeatedly. Officer Johnson keeps saying, I know, I've never met you, I know nothing about you. While I'm attempting to tell him that all these distraction methods, they say the skit, all they're looking around, anytime I'm letting them know what is really going on, they're never interested. The entire time when that squatter was in my house, when I was there, always blocking communication of the truth. They're only focused on that agenda, which seems to be because I'm the inheritor of these two houses of my mom's, and she has my child by proxy, all the attempts not only to not help solve it, but to block the solving of it, to hear what it is. So this is the whole story, all of everything they did to Tanya to get rid of her, killed her dogs, stole them, get me my job, get me to lose my job. The whole huge identity theft, I keep telling them, they just walk away, they don't care. It's all of these things perpetrated, and all of these bogus false reports against me. And they say, well, it's private, we can't tell you what it is. But based on those, they keep coming, scolding on all these occasions, and they said, I wasn't scolding you. That's the thing they commonly do. I wasn't the one that got blowjob from the prostitute in your house. Maybe the other ones did. The common thing is, I know nothing about it, I didn't do it. I don't know you, I know nothing about it. All these years, in my mom's house, my house, that's their mantra, the reactive, response. When all the time I'm telling all these videos, I constantly report. I have that playlist of all the people I've reported to. At some point, the message is going to get through. Everything they did to us, all the people they've done it to on national TV, in Jesus' name, Lord, hear my prayers to all the people who are suffering at the hands of law enforcement for the benefit of abusers. The financial benefit of abusers enforced by law enforcement. That's not why we have laws. That's not why we have cops. That's not why we have lawyers. But it is the way it is. Laws, law enforcement, lawyers, politicians working together to profit from cruelty. and you look at the story, look at all the people this has been to, you'll see it. Wakeupamerica.world.